so let's take a look at this. This is a relatively new game. A weird experimental thing by Capcom, as it turns out. That turned out to be kind of awesome. I've played through this game once on my own already. But it was a lot of fun, so I figured I'd show it to you guys. Let me know if you guys like this and want more of it. And we'll do a whole playthrough if so. If not, we can move on to Empires of the Undergrowth next week. But let us do some of this Kunitsu-Gami. One thing I will say is it's an interesting art style, but I think the artist needs to calm down a little bit on the use of color. A lot of these character designs are a wee bit over-designed in my opinion. Oh good, the game just crashed. Game just crashed because I made fun of the art. Alright, come on, do your crash report. Computer couldn't handle the colors. Not streaming them, at least, anyway. Come on. Alright, hold on. I'm going to change something in OBS as well. I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but I did change some webcam settings. You just go back to default stuff, mister. Oh god. This is all messed up now. Hold on. Why am I shaped like this? This isn't right. It's so big. This is not the shape it was before, I don't think. What the hell? Okay. Whoa. Come on. Why are you being like this, overlay? This is exciting content. Alright, that works. Good enough. Let's reload the game. Ooh, you're playing Cryptmaster Larson. How are you enjoying that? I saw a video of somebody playing that once. Looks very silly. For a little bit of the game, but it's still showing the old... Oh wait, hold on. It's not locked onto the new... Do I have to do this? There we go. Maybe? There we go. Certainly the best monochrome typing-based dungeon crawler you've ever played this year. Out of all
this
of the one of them.
Tale of the goddess. The
hey, we made it.
Torrent of this world is unending. The villages, like a breath drawn in, like a silk thread pulled taut, lived their pitiful lives not knowing when they will be cut. Yet, if I believe in the great mountain goddess and devote myself unto her, the villagers shall have peace and prosperity once more.
That's quite a hot hairstyle there, goddess. Quite the surgical procedure this guy's having. Now, Larson, you also kissed the altar, did you? This game's got more fingers than Elden Ring. I love the nose dangles. Giant hands! Quickly, I must mecha right at them. See, look at this. See what I mean about the colors? That is unnecessary. I feel like there was a spill at the paint factory. Other than that, though, cool designs. Very Japanese horror. This is an interesting tutorial because it's telling me how to fight, but there's a major gameplay element that's not being shown to us yet. And it's the most interesting part of the game in my opinion. And here's a hint of it here. Having troops. Now I can't command these guys, but once the tutorial's over, I'll be able to actually command my troops. Interestingly, they've got a bunch of different troop types here at once. Some of these are more advanced, like this guy with the giant cannon. You don't get that for a long time. Most of the other guys here you can get somewhat early. So the idea is these demon things come out of these portals and attack your dudes, and you gotta protect the priestess. Because she just stands still and does the Macarena all night. It's one of the brightest colored demons I've seen in a long time. I'm gonna attack that booty, ladies. Oh, look, it's leaking already too. I made his booty all drippy, sticky. See, it does not rank highly for ominous adjective-based names for forces of evil. Yeah, it's not the best, but you know what? I've heard worse. I've heard much worse. Dance battle. Also, I suspect one of the artists has a foot fetish. There is zero reason for the priestess to be barefoot. Give her a pair of sandals or something. Or some slippers. Also, I don't know why she has a dangly thing on her nose. That's a bit strange. Okay, that's a cool looking visual though. Wait for a whole bunch of gangly ass fingers to lock up a gate. That's pretty good. The mountain blessed the people with its riches, but they sought even more. Their insatiable greed awakened the seethe, underlings of the defiled mountain goddess. They swept across the land in great hordes and stole the masks of the village's ancestral deities, spreading defilement in their wake. The seethe's power grew, and they seized the shrine on the summit of Mount Kaufifi. Maiden Yoshiro and her protector So ran, barely escaping with their lives. Now they must venture down the mountain to reclaim the 11 stolen masks. Once they gather them and reach the shrine at the foot of the mountain, the preparations for the ceremony of purification will be complete, clearing the path to the summit. Yeah, those masks are how we activate the different classes of troops that we can get. Each mask is a different character class. So we have to rescue villagers, and then we put the masks on them to turn them into the troops. So here we get to see what the proper gameplay will actually be. Also, we get to be a cheerleader for a minute. I don't know if the cheerleader pom-poms is an actual Japanese mythological thing. But we use it whenever we're doing purification rite stuff. Oh yeah, that's right, Larson. Those fingers, not only were they weird and long and extra gangly, but they also had too many joints. Alright, give me pink balls. Alright, so we have to carve a path through the village. Okay, here's some defiled villagers. Alright, we got 2 villagers now. We can... Alright, so here's where we put masks on them. It costs us 50 pink balls to turn Lady Fuku here into a woodcutter. Now I need more pink balls. I need more balls so that I can rub my balls on Hansuke. Get balls from this. Also, now we can give orders to our people. So let's say, Fuku, you are a woodcutter now. I want you to go over there. Day and night cycle. So during the day, we get to run around the village or wherever area we happen to be in at the time. We run around, explore, and gather resources and free villagers. And then at night, the portal opens when we get attacked by a bunch of seed. And at that point, it's a little bit like tower defense because they come out of a summoning portal and they come at us in slow waves. And they try to attack the priestess, whose name is Yoshiro. I don't know. I don't know a lot about Japanese names. I feel like Yoshiro is a male-sounding name. But either I'm wrong or the game's wrong. I don't know. Slash these little things, get a few more balls. Here, you. Be a woodcutter. Go join that person. Also, there's some replayability to the levels because we got a half-buried chest here. We need a thief character to be able to unearth that and open the lock on it. Alright, also the other thing we spend our crystals on is clearing a path. So you saw in the intro how the path got sealed up by a whole bunch of little arms. We have to spend... Oh, we can't do it right now. The game isn't letting us do it. But we have to get the priestess to the gate over here. Okay, now they'll let us do it. So we have to slice these demon arms out of the way, which costs us more crystals. Like this. So I've run out of crystals, but now the priestess can move this far. And this outline here tells us where she's going to end up. Because of the speed she moves at, you know, she can only go so far in a day. Hold on. Okay, I've assigned woodcutter to all 3, but I think there's one more villager somewhere. Because there's supposed to be 4. Could be her name. Yeah, I'm playing with a controller. I don't want to imagine what playing this game with a keyboard and mouse would be like. This feels very controller-centric. Alright, woodcutter. There we go. We've got all the villagers. They've all been given promotions. That shiny thing tells me I've cleared all the defilements, which means I can go get that thing. Okay. Now let's go get that thing. She's purifying her way along the path there. Give me this. Slightly increases So's maximum health. So is our character. If that hasn't been clear so far. So yeah, we got the weird goopy demon path over here, but now it's purified behind the path she's taken. Alright, let's extend the path. Now that we got some more crystal points. Alright, we can get that far. And we're out of sources of crystals right now, but when we fight at night, we will get more crystals. So let us gather our troops. Let's see, let's put one person here. I don't want to put them too close, because if they fight within a few feet of the gate, it's poisonous ground over there. That should do it. So also, much like a tower defense game, they will take different paths. So if I didn't have my troops over here, if I left them farther back here, what would happen is some of them would end up taking this path. Like, most of them would come straight at us, but some would end up taking this path. And then they would come back around and sneak up behind her. So instead I've tried to cut them off from doing that. Some might still sneak past during the fight, but... So this is why this feels a little bit tower defense-y. There's the waves of guys coming out of here, and we're positioning our troops where we want them. The difference being we can move them whenever we want. So, even during the fight. So it's not really tower defense, but it's a little bit like it. Alright. It's nighttime. I have 4 rations with which I can heal myself or my troops. Basically, 1 ration is a full heal for somebody. Ah, I'm new. Toxic miasma. Here's my health meter. It only shows up when I get hurt. I slowly heal though. There we go. Get my magic crystals from these guys. Get them, lads. Work. You should pick up Okami. You don't have Okami, Larson? You know, that would have been a really good game if they didn't have that irritating little tiny bastard being annoying the whole time. Little tiny boy that sits in your head. God, I hated that guy. Ruined the game. I mean, it was still a great game in general, but it could have been so much better without him. I'm helping. See, there's their health bars. They're in pretty good health so far. The little banner starts filling up with orange and black as they get hurt. So another thing in this game, like you see we've got these objectives in the corner there, but every level has 3 hidden optional bonus objectives. After we beat this level, it'll show us what they are. And if we replay it, we can attempt to get bonuses by doing them. Although it's possible to complete them without knowing what they are, but you don't know what they are. So you have to complete them by luck. I know this one has, I know one of the sub-objectives on this one involves doing something we can't do right now, which is have 2 different roles on your characters. So we have to unlock a second mask and then come back. Yeah, so some of the rations and crystals that we gather will carry over to the next stage. But there's a limit to how much. Like, as you can see, there's a 5 and a 5 at the top for rations right now. That means I'm at my rations limit. Oops, wrong button. So I can carry over 5 rations to the next mission. Alright, there we go. Now, this time her outline is blue instead of white. That means she's going to make it to the gate today, before night falls. We gather a few extra crystals. These things grow back every day. The major defilements do not. Those ones were worth more points, but they go away. Alright, now I've done what I can, so I'm going to use that fast forward technique that the game mentioned earlier. Yeah, I don't know why I have to wave my pom-poms around for that, but... Alright, let's purify you. Get out of here, punk. He has no mouth, but he must scream. Hey, Macarena. I wonder how much her gestures actually resemble any kind of real, like, Shinto mysticism rituals, or at all, or not. Okay, Imaki Scroll. Kunitsu-Gami. Half of that is the name of this game. Alright, Musubi. I don't know what a Musubi is, but in this game we use it as currency to make permanent upgrades. Alright, here's our hidden sub-objectives. Defeat 50 seed using the villagers, so let them kill them instead of myself. Assign villagers 2 or more different roles. That's the one we can't do until we get another mask. Defeat 50 seed with so I'd have to defeat them personally. I can do that on the next run through. I wonder if those are permanent tattoos or like temporary body paint like henna or something. I'm pretty sure henna is temporary, right? It would have to be. It's painting. Hi, just dancing in the streets. They're very happy. Alright, so every time you beat a level, you basically keep the area as a purified base that you can go back to and do some repairs on it. But first we have to go talk to her in the tent. Also, I wonder how our character sees through that faceplate. Maybe it's like those magical deity masks. Maybe the mask is our face. Suba guards. Suba. Okay, we have a fancy special attack we can do with a cooldown. And here's that scroll that we got. Kunitsu-Gami. I don't know what that means. But it doesn't look very happy. That's what happened to us at the end of the tutorial. Here's our thing we got from the shrine. A Mazo talisman. And here's our upgrade screen. Upgrading villager roles. So, the woodcutter mask. We can spend 5 of our little pink bags. Increase their health. Wonder how our character eats rations through the faceplate. That's a great question. Increase attack power. Sweet. Maybe we just mash the ration into the faceplate and it just like blorps into it. This is my other playthrough, I think. Yeah, so we'll save over here.
Take care.
Tasks at bases. Okay, now. We have little spots that need repairs. So if you look at this one, repair time in stages 1. Reward EMA plaque. That's basically a little information thing on a character. And it takes 2 workers. So when it says repair time 1 stage, that means we assign the repairs to be done. Then we have to go and play another stage. And after that's finished, we can come back and the repairs will be done. Some of them require 2. But it's just 1 or 2. It's usually 1. Alright, that one gives us Musubi, which we want. That's Musubi. That's black. Okay, I'm going to do the 2 Musubi ones first. We got 4 villagers, so we can do 2 of these at once. Assign you 2. Doesn't really matter who you assign, but they have you assign people manually for whatever reason. Okay, and that's all we can do here. Oh, this is where those EMA plaques will show up later, once we've done them. This game has an Okami crossover? Really? Where? I've been through the whole game, I didn't see that. Unless it's in Okami, and not in this game. So, when we have one that has a little nameplate like this, that means it's a stage. When we have one like this, it means it's a boss fight. Although as far as advancing the time to do repairs, it still counts as having done a stage. Ominous presence.
Oh.
Arrow. Alright. So she's going to give us some crystals to boost us here. Because we can't gather any crystals on this stage, it's just a boss. So let's assign our buddies. Everybody pick up an axe. So the share is probably not working in Discord right now because the game crashed earlier. So I'm reluctant to do it again in case it crashes again.
It took a second for the...
Like it crashed immediately when I was trying it the first time.
It's like I was saying for Twitter to boot up too.
Different.
This game is very different.
Ew.
That's not where your uvula is supposed to be, guy. Stop dangling your mouth testicle at us. Alright, we have a new attack on this one. Or a new order. We can just order our guys to attack or defend, in addition to positioning. Also, the yellow meter underneath his health is his guard meter. Our special attack can deplete that and stun him. Yep, we already did the attack order. Get him! The critters themselves are not super crazy colorful, but my character is very colorful. I think the character I play in this game is probably the most over-designed character. Or at least overly... There's too many different paints splashed all over me. That's what I'm saying. Also, we have to be careful when we're fighting the boss because we don't want to lead him back to the priestess.
It's flamboyant!
Which is why I've sent my guys back to defend against these waves of guys. But the boss will generally come after us instead of the priestess, so we want to keep it that way. Okay, they've beaten the reinforcements, so let's just send them at him again.
So basically you're the tank to draw the monster's attention.
Kinda, yeah. At least on the boss, anyway.
Yeah. Tank goals, I think, is the terminology.
Absorb his evil. Now we get the mask that he stole. Now we have another class we can assign to our little buddies. You can't believe I just conchoed the demon. Larson, I don't know what that means. I don't speak runes.
That's kind of a prank among Japanese people. Basically,
is that the thing where they stick their fingers up each other's butts?
Right.
That's such a weird, rapey prank.
Yeah. I mean, is it any worse than the wedgie or the purple nurple?
Yes, because those do not involve things going into your body.
I mean,
it's probably not any more painful, but. Alright, here's the status of our repairs. Let's go back and receive our stuff.
And if you follow Filthy Frank's instructions on that, it's not Concho, it's Concho!
Do they call it that because that's what the guy screams when you do it to him?
Yeah. Well, no, you scream it when you do it to him. Right on the moment of launch, Concho!
Alright, let's do these other twofers. I don't know, Japan is strange, that's all I'm saying. This is what happens when you have an isolationist nation trapped on their own island away from the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hey, more crystals. Alright, I didn't get a new one of these yet because I just fought a boss, so... Let's go in here. What? Yeah, let's level up the archer a little bit. I like all the different mask designs. They all look pretty cool. Hey, Kai!
Okay.
Radiation had nothing to do with it? No, definitely not. I mean, I think a lot of Japan's weirdness was already well in place before nuclear power plants became a thing. Let me see, I think the next cost is 10? Yeah. It certainly didn't help, though. I think we can agree with that.
Look at some of their comedy as compared to ours.
Yeah, some of their comedy, such as sticking their fingers up each other's asses non-consensually.
I mean,
all right, now that we have another role, we can now do the assign 2 or more different roles. So I'm going to redo this level to get the bonus objective here. Also, there's a little cut. I like the very first time you replay a level, you get the special little cutscene that kind of tells you why it can sort of make sense to the story why you're replaying a level. In a way. We're making a little time portal.
what time?
We're going back in time and redoing it.
To the time machine.
Japan got weirder after the nukes. I could definitely believe that. They were weird to start with, but they definitely got weirder. Okay, we can just skip this. This is the same cutscene we got before. But another effect of redoing a level is you have all of the villagers from the start this time. You don't have to go back out and re-rescue them. Alright, so I'm going to do 2 woodcutters and 2 archers this time. There we go, we got some color contrast now. Archers are rocking their blue. Also, I can carve Spirit Path right from the beginning now. Alright, let's gather some crystals again. We've also already got this item from here. So while this is telling us we've got 2 out of 8 of these things purged to open the shrine. We've already opened the shrine, so it's still worth doing the defilement purges because we still get our crystals for it, but we don't need the item because we already have the item. Someday later I'll come back here again so that I can get whatever's in this chest, but we haven't found the thief mask yet. So we'll need to come back later and do that. Yeah, that's done. So, she'll make it this far today. But we can stop her prematurely. Because honestly, this is a very bad spot for her to end the day. She's so close to the gate, it would be very hard to defend her, especially because we want to defeat 50 Seed with our character to get our other bonus. So we don't need our whole army standing right in front of her there. So, I'm going to stop her here, and you can tell her to stop moving. So I'm going to put her there. Let's see, I'm going to put my archers up here. And I'll put the woodcutters right in front of her. As bodyguards for anybody who slips past me. And now, fast forward. It's all night, but I will go ahead and fight most of these guys personally. At least until I get 50 kills. As long as I stay out of the purple goop. What's my faction is called the Cope instead of the Seed? It should be. Okay, good name. Get fire sworded! Yeah, also, we can't hurt them until they change color. While they're still all gooped up with their red seed goop, we can't hurt them. Just so we can't completely camp the portal, you know? Let's see. 17 out of 50. Alright. Not sure how many enemies there are, so I don't want to leave them all from my troops because I need to get my 50 kills. As soon as I get my 50 kills, though, I'm going to hang back and let my troops do it. Got that guy. Let me see. 4 more. Alright, there's plenty. Yep, I got my 50 now. Okay. All yours now, boys. Boys and gals. See. So the little green range is how far they'll attack. Much bigger for the archers, of course. Nice to be able to see it visually, though. As opposed to seeing it audibly, which some people can do. Not most of us, but some people can do that. Now, even though we told her to stop, she will automatically start moving again. Which is convenient. We only told her to stop so she could hang back a little bit during that attack. I find it interesting how they seem to be giving Chinese zodiac-looking symbols as the hours of the day progress. I don't know if that's a Japanese thing to assign zodiac to different parts of the day, or if the game's just trying to look fancy. Because it puts a lot of effort into looking fancy. So if that's what they're doing, I believe it. Yeah?
Yeah, the days and the years and everything is about all in the same system.
Does Japan do a similar sort of zodiac as China?
Yeah.
Like another thing.
They all call the same.
Allow villagers to greet. That's silly. That's something we can equip that doesn't actually do anything. Yeah, another thing that's useful to replaying a stage is we get to pass time on our repair progress. Although you can go back to old villages if you're progressing to new stages, so you don't really need to do that until the end of the game. If you want to fully repair the last base, then you have to replay a few stages to accomplish that. Repair this guy. Alright, so the Emoplex. This is essentially our bestiary. We get little bits of information about our, like a little drawing of the different monsters and information about them. Oh wait, there's another one over here. Sometimes it's friendlies as well. Yeah, villagers. The descendants of the ancestral deities who built the villages of the mountain. So yeah, I think the idea is when they put these masks on, they're like channeling the powers of the ancestral deities. But basically, it's just like a class change. I guess we might as well equip our other thingy. I don't like this thing, though, because this is a list of all of the different talismans we've found throughout the game. But you have to scroll through all these empty spots. I don't know why they make you do that. They should take all the ones you've found and clump them together. You can set them as favorites, and then have the favorites be clumped together, but it's a bit annoying to have to do that. You still have to scroll to it in the first place. Oh well. In any case, let's give Incendiary Shot to the archer. Increases shooting rate of arrows and can now use fire arrows, which can deplete the enemies, or if for fighting a boss, it can deplete their little stun gauge there. Good night, Larson. Have good sleep, sir.
Be careful.
No, you be careful. I'm the player character. It's my job to not be careful. I'm supposed to run around like a reckless fool. Alright. Kakayashi Grove. And we can see from the thing at the top, there's going to be 4 villagers here as well. Also, they say 4 villagers at the bottom of the blurb. So that's 2 different ways we know that. Now this stage and all the stages afterwards actually have 2 phases to them, instead of 1. We have to get through 2. We have to purify 2 different gates. And now there's this guy. He has a hammer. Yep. There's a map, I know. So that guy can repair defensive fortifications, such as this thing that he pointed us to. This is a barrier. Basically, it's just a defensive wall that stops the guys until they break it down. The architect or engineer or whatever the hell they called him does not fight, but he will set these defenses up. Okay, let's see. Are there any other ones for us to repair right now? I don't see any right now, so I think it's in the second part of the stage. Where are the villagers at? There's one. So because this is now in 2 sections, see, we've got the 2 gates, so we have to get her to this gate, purify this one, and then get to the second gate. Also, if we attack these corrupted animals, we can heal them and somehow also get food out of them. So I don't know, are we eating the corruption? Seems a bit gross, but oh well. Alright, here's a villager. You can be a woodcutter. Also, because this is now a 2-phase area, that means that not all the villagers will be available at during the first phase. 1 or 2 of them will be in the second phase. Let me see. There's one. So the 4th one's probably in the next section. Ah, too slow. Alright, you get to be an archer. Alright, I think I've gathered everything I can gather. Oh no, there's one thing in there. Oh, also there's 2 shrines to unlock now. So we get 2 goodies per stage. You know what? I'm gonna extend this, but I might want to go back. Okay, well, she can get this far though. But you know what? It'd still be useful to make use of this barrier, so we're gonna stop her just before the barrier. We can gather the troops. But you know what? Might as well have them make use of the barrier as well. The archer. Well, we'll put him back here behind this too. And I'll have her stop here. Alright, what do we got? Rikuko's Vigor. Increase attack power and movement speed of villagers within range for a period of time. That could be useful, but then I don't have my flame sword thing anymore. Which is super useful for big enemies. We haven't had any big enemies come out of the portal yet, but they will. Okay. Advance time. They are approaching, that's true. God damn, look at the chin on this guy. Those guys are ranged attackers, so I'm going to have to smack them before they get over here, because they can shoot the barrier without my archer being able to shoot back, maybe. I'm not sure what the relative ranges are like. Either way, they're an annoyance, so I shall get rid of them. I like how the barrier lights up with its magic energies at night, though. It's like the demons are here! Activate the protective magic! Because it's really just made of a bunch of paper talismans. It's not like it's a physical barrier. It's a spiritual barrier. Oh, you're fine. Calls out for help if you get too far away from her while attacks are happening, but she's covered. That's her health bar at the top, by the way, the white bar. Get out of here, you nuisance. So my guys can go through the barrier, but they can't. Good job. Repair that thing. Actually, before Larson left, I should have asked him what he thought of the game, so we can figure out if we're going to play more of this or not. But oh well. Anybody who is still here, though, let me know if you want to see more of this after today. Or if you want to see Ant Colony. So this is one of those things where the thing constantly pulls away from the middle and you have to sort of struggle to keep it in the middle. But that's only so that you can heal the priestess. If she's not hurt, you don't need to bother doing that. But if she is hurt, then the better you are at keeping the thing in the middle, the more healing she'll get. And on to phase 2. Alright, here's some broken barriers. We're gonna have the dude fella fix those. This repair will take longer because it's completely broken. Well, also we have this, obstacles. We can assign people to these like we do at the base. But in this case it just takes a certain amount of time. And then there'll be goodies behind there. Alright, actually I should wait until my guys are done. Before I move them, otherwise they'll cancel the work they're doing. I think that should still protect her. Also, the engineer will stop working at night, but if he gets interrupted, he'll go back to what he was doing the next morning. The hell is that? Flying hand demon thing. Alright, Archer. Just move slightly farther forward. Okay. So it's a good thing we got archers now, because we've got these little flying bastards to deal with. We can also upgrade our character later to get a bow for ourselves. But we don't have that yet. And sometimes reach him with a jump slash. Sometimes it's hard to aim though. Really nice music in this game too. I'm glad this game seems to be finding some popularity because Capcom took a creative risk on this game. And it's good to see it that's probably going to be paying off. I want weird games like this to be a success. So they're not afraid of making more of them. What's in the box? Demon's seat. Yeah, sit on that, ladies. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, he's going to continue working on that. The villagers just barely finished their obstruction cleaning efforts. We've done everything we can here. Well, I don't want to let her stand there at the end of the day, though. Eesh. Okay. Let's set our fellows up here. Tell you to stop here. Although, actually, I forgot I hadn't finished the path. I could probably actually finish the day here. Yeah, I can actually finish the day. There we go. Oh, okay, don't need any rations. We got that. Assign 3 or more villagers different roles. We can't do that yet. Destroy all pots. Oh, I forgot about that one. Wild animals are less likely to notice because they run away from us. I'm not too worried about it, though. Alright, let's finish up this base. You totally did it! Get a reward!
This place is back to normal now.
More max health for you, huh? Not bad. Crystal limit increase. Nice. Okay. I don't think I want too much of that stuff. But let's give the wood cutters their thing. Gale Slash. New special attack for you. You have a fancier axe. Good for you. Oh, we've got a new artwork. The Hunter. He has a silly hat. Actually, let's have a quick look at the village now that we've repaired it up. Looks a lot nicer. Look at this place. Very cute. Very pretty. Okay. Now we have to find a new boss. We don't have a boss after every stage, but around here we do need to start getting some new masks for a little bit. But first, let's start rebuilding this place. These people have flower masks on their head, which is typically where one puts a mask. Materials. Yeah, so some of these things will need us to walk around and collect these materials. And those are usually the ones that takes two stages to finish. It's this one. We need 3 peoples with collected materials. I'm not sure why they did that, because they're just lying around the village. It's not like it's some sort of complicated or involved minigame to just walk around and find the materials, but whatever. Makes it mildly more interesting, I guess. Yeah, that'll be a 2-stage repair. Where was the thing that was 1 person? Here we go. Got 1 person left. You can do that. Alright, boss time. Time to fight the boss. You, archer. You're a woody, you're a woody, you're a shooty. Thank you for crystals and rations. In we go. Alright, we can position our guys before we initiate, though. Let's put the archers up there. Let's get the woodcutters out here ready to rock. Damn, the hell are you? You got goops on your face. Ow. Ow. Dude. Hard to avoid, sir. Would you like to be on the ground for a minute? So I can fire slash you. There we go. Stunned. Calling his gang in. Ow. Eat a ration. Here we go. Ow. guy is stuck. Get him. Oh, this guy could use a heal. Have a ration, sir. There you go. They're delicious. I don't know what they're made of, but I'm told that they're food. Attack mode. Get him. And stay down for a little while. For more abuse. Get him. Get him. Ow. Give me that mask. The ascetic, skilled in the art of demon binding. The ascetic creates a barrier that will temporarily slow down the movement of any seed that touches it. Alright, so our two-stage construction is still going on. As you can see by that symbol. But our one-pointer there is done. Carpenter plaque. Let's take a look at that. Also, there's the boss we just fought. Hold on. Carpenter must be this guy here. He's an unmatched craftsman who builds contraptions to defend against the sea with unbelievable speed. While his work is impressive, he will just as hastily vacate the premises when the seeds come out at night. He's a lover, not a fighter. Okay, I can't do anything here, really, but I will save my game. Although we can get our bonus from the Grove now. Assign 3 or more different roles and destroy all pots. Let's do it. Okay, so let's get you moving a bit first. Gotta make sure we destroy all the pots as well. I think this is the only stage that has that as an objective, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it even tells us how many there are. We've got 4 out of 15. So that's good to know. Okay. We got all of those. You. Woodcutter. Woodcutter. You can be our ascetic. You can be an archer. You know what? Screw it. Let's be a little reckless. Oh, there's a pot. Okay. Let's put woodcutter one in front of you. Put one back here a little bit for the people that sneak around the side. Archer. And put the ascetic here. Alright, scan around for pots. I think I got them all in this area, but you never know. Perception checks are fickle little bitches. I think we're good. Alright, advance time. Let's fight. Guys are pumped and ready to fight. Hello, Blast. Welcome back.
Hey. Yeah. Oh, by the way, let me put this in.
What's up?
A couple of things arrived yesterday. Oh, never mind. I put them there yesterday. Never mind.
Oh, your books?
Yeah.
Okay, you move back.
That looks interesting. The one you posted under that.
I don't remember what it was anymore. That was last night.
Open Wide, a cookbook for friends by Benny Blanco.
Oh, yeah. That was a weird cookbook I saw when I was at the bookstore after the stream yesterday.
Let me look at this. What an easy recipes. Let's see there. Chicken kettle with honey, peppers, and parm. Lose your mind lobster rolls. Roasted pepper and that seems like a lot. I mean, it's considered easy, but
Yeah, you know, easy is relative.
yeah.
When you're a fancy cook, some things are very easy.
I got a better cookbook than that.
What do you got?
I'm posting it.
From crook to cook, Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
That's awful.
It's actually some good stuff in there. I've made some of the things.
I wonder how much of that is actually him, though.
I mean, he cooks, and you know, he's made a lot of. He made a lot of appearances on Martha Stewart, like they're buddies.
Oh, so that proves he used to be a crook then.
Who was it? I can't remember if it was him or somebody else, but we found some person and he's like, between us, I'm the only convicted criminal here.
I have no idea who that was.
It could have been anybody. Of course, that was also the one on Politically Incorrect when they had among the panel Marilyn Manson and T. Gordon Liddy, and Gordon, he was like, I'm the only convicted criminal here.
I don't remember who that is.
He was one of the, what do they call them, the White House plumbers, the guys who broke into the Watergate Hotel and the DNC headquarters. Basically, it was supposed to be the Nixon administration, and they're trying to get dirt on the Democrats during the election. And he went on to write a famous book, have a talk radio show, all kinds of stuff, political posturing, all that stuff. But anyways, yeah. Everybody treating Manson like he's a criminal says, I'm the only one that's been convicted of anything.
Isn't Watergate the origin of, like, taking any scandal and calling it gate? Yeah.
Yeah.
This gate, that gate, whatever gate.
Exactly. Now, things like Gamergate and Comicsgate, that was mainly a gate as in gatekeeping. And like somebody says, somebody putting themselves as the authority on what is and isn't good comics, games, or whatever. But yeah, they use gate behind a lot. Now, on the other hand, what was that one? Pizzagate. That was more of the using the Watergate terminology. But yeah.
Yeah. I thought the Gamergate thing was hilarious in a way. Hilarious, but also sad, because there was like two completely different narratives on what Gamergate meant.
Yeah.
And one of them just seems like completely...
It's a hate group, you hate minorities and women and this and that. And
yeah, that was the imaginary one.
And they come back
that's not what Gamergate was.
We
that
just hate shitty comics.
Like, Gamergate was really about a lack of ethics in gaming journalism.
Yeah.
But then somebody took it over to try to make it mean the other thing instead.
Well, what they wanted to do was, this started with this game creator. It was a woman, puts out this gate, and she gets like a spectacular review on one of these gaming journals websites. Yeah. And then her ex-boyfriend comes forward and said, yeah, the guy who gave that great review, she's currently sleeping with. Mm-hmm. And
and trust me, that's the only reason her game got such a good review, because I've seen footage of her game, and it is trash. It is awful.
And so instead of saying, yeah, it happened, or trying to think like, well, we didn't know he was doing anything, no, they circled the wagon and basically shit on all gamers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they mainly did that because gamers coming back and they're just like, is it true? Did you do that?
And that's where the two meanings split apart.
Mm-hmm. And then you had people like...
Oops.
Well, they try to say, you're only on it because of the woman, you're misogynist, and that's when people like Anita Sarkeesian jumped in.
Yeah.
Anita, everything's
racist, everything's sexist, yeah.
Everything's homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
Mm-hmm. God, it must be exhausting.
Mm-hmm. And she started this podcast, Feminist Frequency. Their ratings stunk. They only did a handful of episodes. Oh, they raised a whole bunch of money. They raised like thousands of dollars to start a Discord.
Oh yeah.
Discord's
free. Donate a whole bunch of money for us to make this documentary, and then we're never gonna make it.
Yeah, and then she pretty much pocketed a bunch of the money, and she went off to Europe and Morocco or whatever, and buying a bunch of classical paintings. And the other people involved with Friend Frequency, one of them worked for like Games. What was the? Okay, GameStop is the store, GameSpot, and left to work there. And she's basically selling a lot of her vintage games just to pay the rent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind trying to be a con artist. For
Also,
everybody.
famously complaining about how Batman's cape covers up his butt.
Or she was the one that during some convention, and what in the audience was what's his name, Stargon of Akkad,
Oh yeah.
and she just went off on that. And then apparently one of the event organizers was Boogie 2988. He behind the scenes just screaming at him.
Although ironically, both of those things turned out to be retroactively maybe a good idea, because it turns out both of those guys are actually pieces of shit.
No,
But the thing she yelled at
Sargon-
Boogie for was not fair at the time.
for Sargon, he should have stayed out of politics. For
Yeah, that
Boogie,
ruined him.
He was just a complete liar,
here's the-
as we've seen. Let's say so far, he...
The question with him though is, was he always this the piece of shit he is now, and he was just hiding it, or did it actually break it? Did losing his political run actually just break him?
I don't know.
That's the question, and I don't think anybody knows the answer except for him.
I watched a lot of his videos. And some of the stuff was like,
I
yeah.
watched him a lot back in the day. Can't stand him anymore now.
I don't even listen. I think the only... I can't remember whose show he appeared on.
I watch him once in a while out of curiosity if he's posted something that might be interesting, even if I don't agree with it.
I think he may have appeared on It's a Gundam's podcast.
It's very rare now, though. Yeah?
Of course, It's a Gundam will have a lot of people on his show. He doesn't do the hasn't been doing it lately. He's been just doing his commentary videos on stuff around the internet or TV and movies. Oh God, he blistered the Acolyte, but then again, who didn't?
I don't know, I see posts once in a while of people saying that they liked it, but also a lot of people seem to hate it, so it's very mixed. This is a lot of little flying duders. And then everybody died.
Yeah, his latest one was talking about stuff on him, people doing dumb shit on TikTok, but then again, who does?
That's what TikTok is.
Is right.
Of course, one of the weirdest things Sargon's doing these days is talk about like, I'm an atheist, but I think Christianity is good for people and kids should be Christians.
I don't know.
But I'm an atheist. Like, no atheist thinks that. Yeah, you should join this religion I don't believe in, but I think it'll be good for you. What the fuck? No. Of course, he just likes strict rules and discipline. Like, apparently his kids are only allowed to play, like, 2 or 3 hours of video games every week. And I think his kid's a teenager by now, too. So it's just extra weird.
Who knows? They always seem to... The kids always go the different direction than their parents, it seems.
Yeah, like, I don't know when that kid's grows up and moves out on his own, I don't know what he's gonna do there, but having strict rules like that on a kid that age just feels weird. Like, okay, 2 or 3 hours of video games a week for like a 6 or 7-year-old, maybe. I don't know. Seems weird, but ultimately none of my business. But this is the internet, and we have opinions on things here, damn it. Okay, let's see.
That's why I spend most of my time watching cat videos.
Exactly.
Or there's a one cool dude out there, he goes by the name Fiction, that's Fikhsun. Fiction the Samurai. Does a lot of martial arts stunt performance. Pretty cool shit, I gotta tell you.
Nice. Oh, did you see the... Speaking of people online having opinions, did you see the thing I posted last night in the memes channel? What was it?
Let's see.
Oh yeah, the post from The Onion. It's getting harder and harder to come up with enough incoherent perspectives to meet the moment. News happening faster than man can generate uninformed opinions. I love that. The Onion is just absolute masters of sarcasm.
Oh, yeah, they always have been. Between
Exactly.
them and what was the other one called?
I don't remember.
The something Bee.
Oh, the Babylon Bee?
Yes. Don Vegas so much shit. It's like, you know, this isn't real. And all you're doing is confirming the stuff that we present as a joke, and you're making it real.
Right? The number of times people have mistaken the Onion as a genuine news site is sad. Alright, I need a new drink, so let's have a quick break. Alrighty then.
I like the one you posted with the old, I bet he's thinking about other women meme. It's like, why the hell are you trying to sleep with all these lights on?
The thing that we've all really been wondering about that meme all these years. It's a good question. Alright, now we got a gimmick stage to play. Called Dock Cave is said to be the dwelling of ancient insects that infest the nearby villages. So we're going to have 5 fellas in this one. And it's going to be all dark and spoopy.
No, I like that.
So part of the fun of the mechanics of the dark in this one is not only is it hard for us to see what's going on, but also it's a game mechanic for our characters in the sense that our archers can't shoot enemies that they can't see. So our character emanates light, but also there are some lampposts we can light up. Or should I say, send our little fellas to go light up. So the faster we rescue villagers, the faster we get these lamps lit. So how many people does this take? Oh, All 3, okay. I'll have to wait then. Also, once again, this is the first time we're playing this stage, so we don't know what the bonus objectives are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we've got the local lanterns lit up, so let's clear this obstruction. I like how the lamps even affect the map, which is interesting. You can only see the sections of the map that are lit. Also. I don't think there's anything else for our carpenter to do right now. I think we have all the lanterns lit, unless there's one in here. There probably isn't. Because there won't be any enemies around there. Okay. Fast forward. Okay, let's see. One more archer.
Whew. I made an easy effort of dinner tonight.
Yeah?
Red Bear and pizza.
Oh, look, there's a little man inside of an oyster here. What is Red Baron pizza?
Just frozen pizza.
It's a brand of okay.
Yeah.
I don't think we have them here.
Really? I thought it would be a whiter. Again, we'll take them over from like DiGiorno.
Did you say wider or whiter?
Whiter.
So I was gonna say Ottawa's pretty multicultural.
That's what I'm saying. You'd think it would be.
Yeah. Although I grew up in a town that was incredibly white, but
Yeah. I was like,
where I live now,
whiter.
not super white. It must be an American-only thing. I don't think we have Tombstone pizza either.
Oh.
We have mostly DiGiorno, Giuseppe, McCain's, of course.
Now, let's see. I know we got Tombstone, we got Red Bear, we got DiGiorno. I think we have Tony's. I think we got some Stouffer's. Which Stouffer's is just a wide range of frozen food.
Yeah.
Although I refuse to go back there for a while. That's my last attempt at the thing. The ones you get out of the refrigerated case from Walmart, those are good. Like they're refrigerated but not frozen. And I like their stuff, especially their. They had one, the extreme bacon pizza.
I wonder what's on that.
The bacon. I said bacon so extreme, it's almost a vegetable.
That would be pretty extreme.
I used to make that joke when I worked on the cafeteria, and one of the things we had was, I guess, for the more nutrition-minded students, the SMART line. And we would make something, and it's like, oh, well, how smart is this? And I was like, it's so smart, it's stupid.
It wrapped all the way around.
Yeah.
Became stupid again. It's like Gandhi with his nukes.
God, no, I can't remember. Basically, it's the old thing of like you talk about something, being something, and they always come back, and the person says, "But it's not that," and you're like, "Well, not with that attitude."
Right? That's a popular joke on Kai's Discord for sure.
But in pictures, I'll show you about where I am with this model kit. So far I've gotten like the interior and the pilots painted. Well, I assembled them painted. Now I started putting together the main body around them.
Quick peek. Let's see. Oh, nice.
You know, the toughest part was getting those, doing the painting the pilots, especially the uniforms.
Get the little mans in there.
Trying to do that camouflage on a small scale like that.
Oh, that would be tough, yeah. So if I remember correctly, one of the optional objectives in this map is to make sure that Yoshiro does not take any damage at all. Which isn't that bad, because we've been doing that on every map so far. But that's because I have a lot of experience with the game by now. I know what I'm doing. It's definitely going a lot smoother than it did the first time I played through. But this is another map where, to get all the optional objectives done, you have to go through at least twice, because one optional objective is to light every single lantern along the way, and another optional objective is to get through the stage without lighting any lanterns at all.
Oh.
Which is definitely harder, because you have to provide all the light yourself. But there's a talisman we can equip later on,
Right.
or that we will find later on, that will make it so that we emanate more light than we usually do. So that's essential here if you want to try to get that optional objective. Otherwise, your archers are damn near useless.
Yeah.
Alright, path is finished. Oops. Alright, we'll have to finish the lanterns later. Oh yes, also repairs. Repair this, please. Missing at least one defilement somewhere. It might be behind that obstruction, though.
I have yet.
One of them is. Okay.
I have yet to defile myself.
Today.
That was the great line from Tombstone. I think you've had enough nonsense. I've not yet begun to defile myself.
Grab that real quick while it's still day. One thing that's nice is even though we're doing most of this during the daytime, we can still light lanterns at night, but then they might get interrupted by attacks.
Attacks? You charging you for the lantern?
Heyo. It's the light tax. This man's got Droopy's testicle face. So this guy's stronger than the other ones. You can still one-shot him with a special attack, though, but he's a pain in the ass to kill without it. Also, he can cast an enchantment that will strengthen all of the other guys.
Is that anything like Wrestling Bitch Face?
Kinda.
Instead
Ball
you have
face.
Testicle Face. Instead you have Droopy Testicle.
Yeah.
Noticed on the picture a couple of spots that got rubbed off from fetching them up. My next thought, before I put on the lower panels on the outside, I gotta attach the landing gear because something broke over there.
Get our non-roll assigned guy in here. Get him a bow and arrow. Actually, no, you know what? Let me get my woodcutters on the other side, because the barrier can cover her from the front. So let's put the melee guys at the back. Interference a little bit. Alright, let's get one of the archers up here like this. The nice thing about when you tell them to go places and working on obstruction or light a lantern or something, when they're done doing it, they'll run back to where they were before you give them the order rather than staying there. So I don't have to worry about that archer standing there and being a dumbass for a while. I think. Yeah, we can't see the sub-objectives because it's our first time through, but I think I got all the lanterns.
Right.
Or at least all the ones on this side of the map.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save my big fire sword attack in case another testicle face appears.
Ooh. Testicle face.
His enchantment makes all the enemies more durable. I think maybe do more damage too, I'm not sure. I don't want it to happen is the point. Oh. Is that one there now? Yeah, here he is. Correct. Alright, now we can do lantern checks over here. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. I think I got them all. One more sweep just to be extra sure. Minimap is showing pretty good light coverage. Let me just check back here. Make sure I didn't miss any in the first part of the stage. There's no fighting going on back here anymore, but I can still access it. Yeah. We're good. Oh, wait, nope. Here's one. Aha!
No fucking
Good thing I
fighting.
came back to check. There was a sneaky one. It was hiding. Yeah, there's only 2 maps in the whole game that make use of this mechanic, but it's kind of an interesting twist.
Yeah.
I like it. It's fun. It's extra important for the second map because by then you have a new class called the Marksman,
Yeah.
which is guys with matchlock rifles. They have very long range. But very long range means shit if the enemy's in the dark.
Well, yeah.
So you really need to get those lanterns lit. There we go. All lanterns lit, don't receive any damage. Now we have to review the stage later with no lanterns lit. But I don't have... Oh wait, here it is. And here's the thing that makes me light up. So we can do that right away. And then we have another boss. This is one of the most pain-in-the-ass bosses in the game, by the way. He is a jerkface. He's a more gimmicky boss, and he's one of the bosses that is more of a danger of accidentally letting him get close to the priestess to hurt her. And here's an unlock that doesn't seem to do anything, but it's for a matter of interest, I think. Is you can get snacks to give the priestess. Snacks. So now we have this thing here for sweets. So I'm going to give her a Minazuki. Confection made of a steamed rice flour topped with red beans.
Nice.
It's a little red bean rice cake thing. Ceremony preparation. Oh, I think this is Yoshiro and So preparing to take on their roles. Because that's their headgear and robes. Okay. So. I don't care about my maximum health so much. Don't care about that. Loading lantern, I will favorite that and equip it. This guy I will favorite as well for later. Alright, now let us strengthen our archers a bit more. Bit more damage output.
Be careful.
Alright, let's go redo that without any lanterns. I will be all of the glorious light they need. Before we replay it, we have to start base repairs in the cavern. Because now we have a cavern village. For reasons. Okay. First, let's see if there's if there are any spots that need materials in here. Because if they do, I like to do that first. Because they are slow. Okay, looks like there's not. So assign 2 people to this one. 3 people to this one. There we go, all of our villagers are used. But not in a bad way. They're helping. Also now, even if our priestess takes a little damage along the way due to us not having as much light, that'll be okay because we have we've already completed the optional objective of don't let her take any damage. So if she takes a little bit, that's okay. She'll recover. Corrupted snake. Fix you. Repair this. Yeah, see, I'm giving off quite a lot more light than before now, which is nice. Yeah, I found this game quite a lot of fun, actually. Although it's hard to describe, like... I'm not 100% sure what genre to say this game is. It's kind of RTS, it's kind of tower defense, it's kind of... adventure hack and slash. It's a lot of things.
Are you playing the demo or?
This is the full game. I've already finished the game once. There was a demo, and I installed the demo at one point, but before I could play it, I saw that it was coming out on Game Pass a few days later.
Yeah.
So I didn't bother with the demo, and I just waited for the game to come out and played the whole thing. Very satisfying, though. Really enjoying it. Okay, let's see.
Capcom? Alright.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
yeah.
surprised.
I know that because directly above it on Steam is the big Capcom sale. And down, yep, it's Capcom. Save 25% on the Ace Attorney game.
Another tip off to the fact that it's a Capcom game, as I said so earlier. Although I think that was before you arrived. But for anybody who may have been watching since the beginning, they know.
Yep. Monster Hunter Story.
Do I have any other defenses to repair? No.
Okay. Galaxy Master. Well, this is the one I was interested in for the Switch, actually, the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection.
There's some good ones in there.
Yeah. The only one that's not there, and I don't... The original X-Men arcade game Capcom?
The Children of the Atom, you mean?
No, that's a fighting game. This was like
Oh, you mean the side-scroll beat-em-up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Die.
X-Men.
I love Welcome to Die. Such a famous line.
No, that was Konami.
I'm pretty sure that was that. Wasn't that what Magneto said?
Yeah.
When you get to Magneto at the end of the game, he says, "Welcome to Die."
Well, I had ones like that. My particular was the from the Captain America and the Avengers game. You can't escape me. You will be the one escaping.
I should stick closer to my guys. I have to remember that I'm the light source here. Before, I would run interference on some of the sneaky guys around the side. But here, I need to make sure they can see.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Double Dragon Neon?
No.
A few years ago, they came out with this new Double Dragon game that was so painfully 80s style, even though it was, you know, in like the 2015 or so era.
Yeah. Yeah.
And oh my god, it was the best rendition of the theme song I've ever heard.
Huh.
It was so good. The last boss was complete bullshit, but the game itself along the way was very silly.
Yeah.
Including some of the most ridiculous attacks I've ever seen. Like at one point you're fighting a boss that's a military helicopter that drops off troops and drops bombs and stuff.
Right.
But every once in a while it does this ridiculous attack where it flips upside down and then comes downwards with you to try to shred you with the rotors while it's upside down.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, yes, that's how helicopter physics work. Why not? Also, the main villain talked exactly like Skeletor. He was some sort of skeleton lich guy. He called himself Skullmageddon.
Well,
but he did the exact Skeletor voice. He was like, my name is Skullmageddon!
almost sounds like one of the Street Fighter with the Dolomatic.
What was the name? I couldn't hear you.
That was one from the Street Fighter games. Skull-O-Matic, I think, was the name of it.
Skull-O-Matic. He's the automatic skull. Or maybe, I think it might have been like Skullmaniac or something. It was very strange either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, look up Double Dragon Neon sometime though. It's so good.
I'm looking at that right now. I just saw the trailer for that.
I don't know what it costs these days, but I highly recommend it if you like that style of game. Of course, Double Dragon was one of the first side-scroll beat-em-ups ever, after Renegade. I think Renegade was the first.
I don't remember.
And it was made by and then Double Dragon was the same people.
Yeah.
Because it has some of the same fighting moves and everything.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
That was one of the first. Yeah, it was one of the first beat 'em ups that I remember.
Although there was Kung Fu, but it was completely a two-dimensional plane. It wasn't.
Right.
You could only move left and right. You couldn't move up and down.
Right. And there's also the first real fighting game I can remember was probably Karate Champ. And that was a one-on-one, tournament style fighting game.
Is that the one where you had two joysticks to do your moves?
I believe so, yeah.
That game was pretty fun, although it was definitely difficult.
It was like a point-based system.
You were almost learning martial arts in a way. Not really,
Yeah.
but like you had to learn.
Yeah.
Each is like the high kick was something like the left stick had to go down and left, and then the right stick had to go up and right at the same time. And that was your high kick, for example.
Yep.
That's the only move I remember. But it all worked like that. You had to move both sticks in whatever direction at the same time to do moves. I think both sticks forward was like a basic punch or something. I don't know.
Skullomania.
Skullomania? Okay.
That was the character from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
This was from the Street Fighter EX series.
Okay.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was like their first attempt to go from 2 to 3D animation. And they had a few characters from those series that were, I don't think were any of the other games. These series and the 2D head-to-head fighting games with 3D graphics, developed by Arika, which was founded by former Capcom employees and published by Capcom, who allowed to make series characters for licensed use.
I don't think I know that one. Alright, fancy lad. Get wrecked immediately out the gate. Might as well kill as many of these guys as I can before they start slipping past me. And I'll go back and provide light.
What anything to happen for download? Let's see. It was PlayStation and arcade, but let's see, the Street Fighter AX and then EX Plus, as well as a PlayStation exclusive Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha. A Nintendo 64 version was
Plus extra exclusive Extreme.
Yeah, oh god, there's a one from a video guy talks about all the for Alpha EX EX Plus Y with square root of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And Mortal Kombat frickin' Pi. I remember all these stupid games, sweetheart. But in short, anything not named Virtual Fighter or Guilty Gear in the last few years.
Guilty Gear is such a weird name.
Yeah.
I mean, from what I understand, it's a good game, but
Oh yeah.
what a weird name. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
But I know there's a Twitch streamer who is a big fan of the series who is getting into voice acting, and he got to voice one of the characters from the game
Oh wow.
in the latest version of the game. That is. Have you ever played Guilty Gear or watched it yourself?
I had the version for the Game Boy Advance.
I didn't know there was one back then.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a character in the game called Axel.
Yeah.
He got to voice that character when they changed
So,
it.
the Guilty Gear X, that was the one I had for GBA. Now, I currently have the first Guilty Gear on the Switch.
The latest version of it is voice acted by this guy who's on Twitch. His name is Octopimp, which is a fun name. He seems like a pretty chill guy. He's the voice of Axel in the latest version of the game, which I think is pretty cool.
So, here's the thing somebody gave. So, before the first game, there was a lot of story, but TLDR, Soul, originally known as Frederick, was part of a trio of scientists who created the Gears, which are basically living weapons. These include characters like Dizzy and Sin.
Gears is a very strange name for that sort of thing.
It's kind of a mixture of magic and technology, I think. At the end of the first game, after Soul defeats Justice, who is also a Gear and has the power to control them, causing a whole war, realizes that Soul is also a Gear, the prototype Gear, and since he was created before the method of creation, he couldn't control him. Soul kills the rampaging Gears.
And he felt guilty about it.
Yeah, Saul kills these rampaging Gears, including Justice, despite being one himself, so he is the guilty Gear.
So he's the good one because he has a conscience.
Yeah, kind of like the main character, what's his name? Soul Bad... Yeah, the fact that his name is Soul Bad Guy.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like the main one for the series. He's kind of like the, I guess, the Ryu of the game, if you will.
Axel? Or was the name... Saul. Okay. I don't know which one that is. I don't know the characters of that game very well. Isn't that the game that has the character that there's been debate as to whether it was a boy or a girl? The Bridget.
I don't know. I don't remember.
One of those games has this character named Bridget that looks like I think like a teenage girl or something, like in like a white, like a white dress or robe or something, and blonde hair.
Yeah.
And a yo-yo as the martial arts style, and there's been debate as to whether it is actually a girl or like a trans girl, like a cis girl or a trans girl, I should say.
Yeah, that's Bridget wearing what looks almost kind of like a nun's habit.
Kinda, yeah. I think they originally said that she was just a cis girl, they didn't mention anything about being trans, but I think that came out in the lore later.
Critics praise her, which Bridget, unless best androgynous and cross-dressing character, debated her sexual orientation. Bridget has become a popular character among gamers. Critics described her as a memorable character in the series. Critics praised her appearance in Guilty Gear Strive, in which she affirmed her identity as a trans woman.
Is there an age listed?
Bridget?
Yeah, I'm just curious because that said woman, but also girl, so I don't know.
Yeah. Funny thing is, the guy who designs like a lot of the games.
Mm-hmm.
Also does the music for a lot of the games, especially if he's a real metal soundtrack, especially that one Guilty Gear Xrd.
I know I've heard at least one or two of them. They definitely go pretty hard.
Yeah.
All right, time for the pain in the ass boss. Maybe it won't be so bad now that I know how to do this. You gotta be really careful with your positioning in this fight, because if you This boss is very large and moves around a lot. It's basically a giant demon centipede.
Yeah.
So if I'm anywhere near Yoshiro, she's going to take damage as he rampages around. You know what? I'm going to go with mostly archers.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you know what? My archers are upgraded more. I'm going to go, oops, all archers. Fuck it. I will be essentially tanking this. Alright. So I have to keep him away from Yoshiro. Also, I have to keep relighting these lanterns.
Created as a cute character by Daisuke Ishwatari, the game developer, who wanted to vary the cast of Guilty Gear X2, where she was presented as a cross-dressing but self-identifying boy.
Yeah, I think that's what... okay, yeah, I think that was the original. But then later they changed their mind to trans instead? I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one of the two is canon at this point. People argue about it. That's all I know. Also, there's another little girl who has, like, a giant anchor and throws dolphins at people, I think. Is that this game?
I'm looking...
Attack! Alright, we get all the lanterns lit, that stuns the guy.
The one I remember the most from the series, which everybody remembers, is Jacko. Who was and that became, that Jacko pose became a thing.
Was that the one with, like, the leaned over and the legs split and everything?
Right.
Yeah, that was weird. That's one of her attacks, isn't it? She does that and then punches the people's legs.
I think so.
Like a low attack. Okay. You guys go back and defend, because all the lights are about to go out again. He's about to summon helpers. He does that when he gets up onto the roof. Oh, not yet. Hold on, what's he doing? Well, all I know is we've upgraded from fire shots to magic shots. Here we go. Luckily, the boss fights don't have optional gimmicky objectives to do. They only have beat the boss under a certain amount of time optional objective. Which is generally too hard to do the first time you get there, but once you power your guys up, you can pull it off. Like, I could probably do the one from the first boss now. It's like, oh, oops, all archers. Stop attacking her. Get all of his floaty, goofy bits. His weird tongue. He must have nicked Yoshiro because she's almost dead. I know his buddies got to her a bit too, but I think most of this damage came from him. There we go. Eat it. Pain in the butt. successfully killed him a couple times before, and I still almost failed. Hate this guy. Okay, I think this is the thief mask.
Okay, yeah, I found the other character on May.
What about her?
That's the character you were thinking about.
Oh, the
Wears
dolphin
like a
one?
Orange hoodie, the big orange pirate hat, and carries an anchor around.
Yeah, yeah. Another little cutie character there.
Oh, yeah.
But apparently she's pretty good from what I hear.
Yep. That's Japan. They like the cute girl characters, and they're usually the ones that beat people up the most.
Yep. I mean, how many of the other ones, like, I know there's a lot of more modern games in the same genre that have characters who are like,
of course, there's Faust.
like, they're like young girls wearing maid outfits that have like scythes and shit.
There's Faust, the one who dresses like a doctor and has like a paper bag over his head.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen art of him.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he was a doctor, but I know I remember there being a paper bag character.
He wears like a kind of looks like essentially a lab coat. Carries this. Basically, would look like a huge scalpel.
Okay.
And wears a paper bag, like one eye hole only in it. Yeah.
For some reason, yeah.
Now later one changed from the more fancy doctor coat to where basically wearing blue scrubs.
Alright. So the thief is useful because not only do you get more rations and crystals during a map from those chests that are buried in the ground, but also they can pick locks, which I don't think start showing up until later missions, but some of the chests and also some doors will have locks, and usually you'll get more Musubi currency or more talismans or something behind those, so useful to have. I don't think I have the one that strengthens people yet. Yeah, I can go back and get some goodies that I didn't have before now. Although there's one thing in this game I've never been able to figure out. Some of the levels will have little spots where there's treasure chests that I don't seem to have access to. And near them there's always like a stand-up archery target. Mm-hmm. But even though you can unlock a bow for your character, if I shoot the archery target with the bow, nothing happens. But there's always one there and one on the other side. Like, it looks almost like if you had like a rope arrow. Yeah. You could shoot the archery target and set up a rope to climb across to get to the thing. Yeah. But it doesn't seem to work. So I don't know if it's bugged or if there's a different way to do it or what. I don't understand. That's what I've been to. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go back and do this mission so I can get the treasure. And there's one treasure I really want to get. I don't remember where it is. But there's a talisman that makes it so that my damage output goes down, but the villagers' attacks go up. So I want to have stronger troops. I don't mind being weaker if it means my troops are stronger. I think that's better. Alright, here's a chest in the ground, so I can send my thief over there. One downside to the thief is the thief doesn't fight at night. Mm-hmm. But you can change the thief's role to something else when nighttime comes. Or you can, if you get the thief fully upgraded, then during the night they will run around and pick up all the crystals that get dropped when you kill enemies. So at least they're doing something to help, you know? You don't have to run around and pick them up yourself. Because they will disappear after a while if you don't. And then here's that black treasure chest that I was talking about earlier. Let's go unlock that. That's going to have either some Misube or a talisman in it. Either way, something useful. Also, now that we've done this map a couple times already, we can just breeze through the place. Also, I like his weird little cape. He looks like a bug. Looks like a little dragonfly or something. Alright, you are now an archer, sir. Okay, and of course you're going to stop there, so that's not ideal. Alright, we're doing another map of Oops, all archers, because that's awesome. Archers are strong. Not as awesome as musketeers, though. Or sorry, marksmen they call them. Those matchlock guys are amazing. They got a bit of a slow reload time, but if you fully upgrade them, that boosts their reload speed a lot.
Alright.
The number of maps I've done is just Oops, all marksmen. It just ruined people. They're so good. Long range, high damage. Some stuff dies before it gets close enough to even see you. Get him, lads. Here, this is fully upgraded archers, so yeah. Look at them go. Just wrecking these guys. They took the arcane archer subclass in D&D. That would used to be a prestige class. I don't know if D&D 5th edition has it.
Which one?
Of the Arcane Archer? I think that was a 3rd edition thing. In 3rd edition they had something called a prestige class, which was a special class that you can only switch to as multi-classing. And you had to earn your way into it by getting certain prerequisites. So you had to be like proficient with bows and have access to a few spells. And then you can be an arcane archer.
Yep.
So it was like a either like a fighter wizard or like maybe a rogue wizard. I don't think 5th edition has it, but they do have subclasses for fighter that's like the Eldritch Knight.
Right, the subclass.
Yeah. They don't have prestige classes anymore, but that's why they have subclasses instead. Or class path, I think is what they call it. Which I think was interesting. That was a good thing to steal from Pathfinder, I think. It's been fun how Pathfinder and D&D have been stealing from each other back and forth. It's a lot of bands. Oh, but the sunlight killed them now. Haha. you ever look at Daggerheart? Guess not.
I'm sorry, I'm falling asleep. I think I'm gonna go take a nap.
I think you already did.
Alright, take you later.
All right, rest well, sir.
Alright.
Good luck at work tomorrow. Okay, so now we have a little open chest symbol on that one. Because we got the thing. Actually, you know what? I could go back to base because I think I have enough to upgrade Thief one more time.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Okay. Open locks. I don't remember what stage the locks start showing up on, but it's good to be prepared ahead of time, you know? Let's do another stage or two. Let's see. Let's do one more new stage so that we can at least get some benefits for repair time out of these redoings of stages. Oh yeah, we gotta talk to the lady. Let's get a reward. Human shine. We can carry over more crystals. That's good. Alright, so we'll do this. We'll do Enry Village. And we can call it a night. And let me know on Discord if you want to see more of this game, or if you want to move on. Now we have a new, one more new gimmick stage. I think this gimmick gets used twice as well. Yoshiro's condition is deteriorating. It's only a matter of time before Soul loses their physical form. Which is an interesting concept. Why should her condition matter to my physical form, Interesting question. So we don't have a traditional battle on this one. She's not going to move at all. And we've only got the one night, I think. We're also going to have 8 villagers. So we got to prepare everything. And then just defend her and gather points. So instead of just having to defend her all night, the night will last infinitely. And we have to feed crystals to Yoshiro. Until we've fed her a certain amount. And then we win. A lot of treasure chests around. Which will help us achieve our objective a bit faster. At least based on the ones that have crystals in them instead of rations. Oh, hold on. I need to cure 5 animals as a sub-objective, as I recall. Some of them might have already run away though, so I might have already screwed that up. I'm not sure. I don't think I found the black chest anywhere yet. Oh, repair's complete. Alright, hang on. Let me... This one. So I seem to have been missing at least one defilement somewhere. There's one. Get cleansed. It's all of those. What's in the box? Ah, this is the one I've been wanting. Increase the villager's attack power or decrease my attack power. That there. That's a trade-off I am happy to make. Now let's see. It's probably being covered up on my camera, but in the lower right I can see a listing of all my fellers and what roles they all are. So I can see here that I've already assigned everything to everybody. But once I'm sure I've got the last chest, I can reassign Thief to something else. Oh, there's one. Oh, no, I've already uncovered that one. Usually there's a black chest somewhere. Surprised I haven't found that. Is it inside? Not all the levels have one though, but usually they do. So I make sure. I don't see one anywhere. Okay. Alright, everybody form up on the fence. This is going to be a quick map because I've got almost all the crystals I need already. I need 1,500. Then again, if I do that, if I spend all of them, then I'm going to have very little to start the next day with. Kunitsu-Gami. Nom 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 nom. I can't fight. I can heal and give orders, but I can't fight myself. Alright, let's start feeding you. I don't know if that barrier was a good idea. Now we're just going to have a big clump of guys at once when they bit through it. Oh well. Sumi-gaki. He's like Gaki, but more Sumi. She's losing a lot of blood. Certainly make a cool looking sperm ghost though, don't I? Which is ironic if you think about it. Because I'm pretty sure our character is also female. Although they really do make it very unspecified. Definitely getting feminine vibes. Yeah, I've got just enough to finish the map now, but I want to save up a few extra. I want to be able to start the next map with at least maybe 300 or 400 crystals spare to start my spirit path with. Right now I've only got about 70 to spare. It's going to cost me about 180. Actually, exactly 180, come to think of it. Oh, you're a big boy. Look at you. Daigaki. What you been eating to get that gold color all over your tongue, huh? Actually, you know what? I don't know if they can beat him without her taking any damage. Well, I do have the barrier, though, so maybe. Let's see what happens. Get everybody over here. Let's see what happens. Pew 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 pew. Oh, he just one-shots that thing. Okay. Oh, damage is getting good now, though. Get him! Get him! Pew pew pew, motherfucker! Oh yeah, they're fine. They're wrecking this boy. Alright, let's slurp up all that. Okay, yeah, I got some good spirit crystals now. Let's do it. Oh, and we got a new mask. I believe this is the Sumo, who is the tank character. So lots of health and generates a threat aura. And does stompy earthquakes. Okay, so consume 1900 or fewer crystals. I failed this because that's just enough to make everybody into either a woodcutter or an archer. The fact that I made one person into a thief is why I failed this. But that got me the treasures. Assign 5 or more different roles. Well, I don't have that many yet. And if I do, well, I do now because I just got the sumo, but if I do that, I will fail this one. So I'll have to redo this a couple of times to get these. And purify 5 animals, I failed to do that because some of them ran away from me before I remembered that I was supposed to be doing that. But I can do that on one of the 2 other playthroughs, so that's fine. Okay. Let's start this rolling. I need 5 materials. But I've got 8 workers, so that's okay. That's doable. Which means I can also do a 3-fer. So this guy will be my 3-fer. So it's good to just go around and look at what is required for each of these. That way you can see them from a distance now. And see what they require. That'll be good for planning later. Alright, did I get all 5? Yeah. You guys work on that. Alright. I don't think I have any new sweets to give you yet. Chief is useful sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna max you out first. I will need another 30 to finish maxing you out, but it'll be nice to have. Also, you can respec this later, so I can reassign his points to something else later. Alright, we will call that a day. I will see you next week for something. Either this or the Ants game. We'll see. For now, let's see who we can raid for tonight.